We are in Marquette, Kansas, and going to
North Washington Street.
the Kansas Motorcycle Museum. Look at that motorcycle on top of that. Now, where are we going, babe? In big town of Marquette. Was it back here?
Arriving at
That's a school and a railroad museum. I think it's
office.
behind us. Yeah, that's the post office.
Pull in, get out of people's
It's
way.
only a 30-minute park in here.
I shouldn't have trusted.
She's making a U-ey right in the middle of Marquette.
There it is. just
There it is,
where you said.
Kansas Motorcycle Museum. Hey, they got a parking spot. But either way,
I'll just come right here.
that's good. Big motorcycle sign.
Wow. Look at how many states they've been to. Look how many states they've been to.
A 1250.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not the southern states.
That's a Harley,
And not
a
North,
1250 Harley
and not
adventure bike. How
North
about that?
Dakota.
That's another one there.
From New York.
Little wing. Yeah. $7. Open.
Pack of cigarettes, you can have the dog. Yeah. So she traded her for a pack of Virginia Slims.
That's why young man won all the trophies on that wall. It's not a trophy collection, it's Stan Ingall's trophy collection. There's over 600 of them.
Oh my
He had a
gosh.
radio TV repair shop here in town, and he and his wife didn't have any kids, so they went racing every weekend. He's pretty good at it. He won national championships in hare and hounds, national championships in scrambles. When he decided to retire, he closed his TV shop and opened a little museum here in front of the building with a couple of bikes he collected. Sat here and told tall tales to anybody coming through the door. Did that for a bunch of years, then he passed away, and his wife took over and ran the museum for a bunch of years. She passed away 8 years ago now. Museum went nonprofit just as a way to get people in from out of town.
Well, good.
It's organized board track racers and road bikes in the 1910s and 20s. There's really some rare stuff here in the front. Middle is racers and dirt bikes. Back room is scooters and Vespas. There's a couple of drag bikes against the back wall. The other side of the building is road bikes from the 70s going back in time through the 30s. Really a nice Harley and Indian collection. The walls are plastered with stuff to look at. You can take pictures of anything you like. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Okay. How about
good, good.
admission?
Welcome. You know what? Go through. And if it's the cat's meow, put something in on the way out. That's
We'll
how
donate.
comfortable we are.
Okay.
We will donate.
In here. Okay.
I mean, we get people in who don't like motorcycles, and they come in and they wander right out, and we're okay. And then we get crazy people like these people who put tons of money in, and it all makes it up. Makes
Okay,
up for
good.
everything. So.
Yeah.
That shirt. And this is for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because your partner in crime already
I see
picked
you.
one up.
I
So.
see that you jumped ahead of me. That's okay.
48 Indian.
Yeah, I see that. Believe me, I know that.
You want to do cash or credit or?
Well, this one's got a belt drive. 1909 Reading.
Oh, nine.
Man.
It doesn't make any difference.
My
It
phone.
doesn't make any difference.
A 22 Indian.
Yeah, yeah, you or whatever the thing is, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make any difference. We don't care.
1914. We once had more trophies than this in our barn. We just left them or gave them all away. I had stacks and
Really?
stacks of plaques. Of course, with 3 kids racing every weekend, it didn't take long.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive for one man, huh?
All work. Slide bar down through there in any direction.
What is?
This is a 73
73?
CZ from Czechoslovakia. We call them CZs. That's how they said it, and they said we could CZ. Look at that. I raced one of those Daytona in 1971. They sent me a prototype. called the Jaroslav Falta Special.
Slid her card in,
Man.
coacher, and I looked at her,
That is something.
because I didn't know what was going on.
Yep.
There was a seat before I
That's a
could
CZ. That was a good motocross bike
This is a
bike in its day.
72, not 71.
72. I don't know why they'd use that in enduros, but and Hodaka Dirt Squirt 92. We call them 100s. Huskies, Husqvarna.
Hey, we scratched up some
Rupp.
sun there.
I'll go on down here. 74 Kawasaki. And the Can-Ams were made in Canada. Relatively fast. Man, look at this. First place, American Street. Man. I had a 250 Elsinore when I raced with Stokes Honda out of Charleston. This is a 125. Well, here it is. 73. Mine was one of the first ones that came out. I was practicing, the piston came off the rod and turned upside down, sideways in the cylinder and totally demolished the engine. I was embarrassed and took it back to Stokes in Charleston, and they fixed it, didn't say a word. I said, this thing blew up. I don't know what y'all gonna do. She said, well, come back in a week or two and we'll have it ready for you. And this is a clunker. X26 Excelsior. $1909
It's really calm when she's not
Thiem.
protecting the bike.
Yeah, she's not too bad.
Yeah. She's just hanging out.
Stan the Man Ingdahl. Here's this picture. Marquette, Kansas.
The next meeting is at 6 p.m. tonight.
Did you see that? I seen them all. This one wasn't here last year when you were here. I got to see it before you. And the same thing with this one.
It's funny. I had a 500 Yamaha. It's funny that all the bikes I used to race, Osa, they were white. I don't know why this is
Say
orange.
71,
Those were all
yeah.
white. Roncon was a four-wheel. They had some of these were two-wheel drive, front and back. Roncons. Rocon, yeah. Rocon was front. And Pentons were very famous. Jack Penton was the one that rode those for enduros. A Penton. I had a Penton. I had an Osa one time too. It was a Rickman Osa. It was a fiberglass body. It's custom made. Man, I can't even. It's funny. All these bikes I had are now antiques. Does that mean I'm
That
antique?
says something.
Must be antique.
These are the best buzzing scooters.
Yep.
Oh, look at this little go-karty thing. That's cute.
They had little Indians. I
Lady
probably have one or two
Yamaha.
here. There's one, little Indian. There's another one right here with training wheels. There's another one. I remember them well. 62 CZ. CZ. There's another little Indian. Man, a Suzuki. Drag bikes.
Wow.
Napook. And this is where they work on them, eh?
Gas.
Well, Honda automatic lights. Man.
Look at that crazy thing.
No
That
sign your
picture.
name on the big,
You can.
the Honda, I mean the Harley Hog. That is one monster. We were riding, Dan and Ashley and I, it might have been Nick too. We stopped at a gas station. There was a crazy looking motorcycle. It had all kind of stuff. You couldn't hang anything else on it. At the gas pump, I probably got a picture of it somewhere. It's really something.
It's nice they kept this going after the wife passed away too.
Yeah. Hey, got some original Miller Lite cans. Look at that. The old Dirt Rider magazines.
You might find.
Unheard. But he also walked away from
It looks like it could be the 70s.
no way you could make
That looks like in the dirt track, flat tracks.
the restart was a carbon copy of the first. We're in fourth, working its way back to third, Romero second, man first.
Dick Man.
And Romero again getting by Dick
Gene
Mann,
Romero.
in the same place. Jim Rice running in last place.
Motorcycle people?
Yes. Well, I am.
We just figured out.
I have never seen anything that ugly. He didn't
Well-
take offense because it was his friend that worked at the factory. But
Jawa, CZ Jawa, they made street bikes that were a piece of junk.
the whole thing is just psychotic looking. And, you know, you could ride a Vespa, or
Yeah.
you could ride that thing.
With 4 people on it.
Well, okay, now that is, he did say, well, you know, you can put a whole family on it.
Yeah.
But it's, so I never knew that was a CZ.
Yeah.
Funky
With
looking.
Jawa, the
Sure,
factory
sure.
for CZs, they made all kind of street. And I had a friend
Yeah,
that had.
that I knew.
It's some Yamaha DT.
I was going to say there were some things from 70 and 71 and
See if we can find a DT 250. That's what we
67.
took to Alaska when Gina and I went to Alaska. We had one on the front and one on the back.
what year?
It looked like this, except it was a 250. A little bit bigger. I bet you they don't have one in here though.
Honda, BMW, 1960.
Man.
Yamaha,
Well-
1970, DT 360, Enduro.
These triples, these are two-stroke triples. They were crazy fast. You could hurt yourself on one of them.
That
Here
was
you go, a
close.
DT 360. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Jean's might have been a 360. Mine was a 250.
That's a 70 though.
Yeah, the early one. Well, 69 was when we went. It wouldn't have been much different than this. A Triumph. Had several Triumphs too. Trophy birds were single cylinder. Bonnevilles were single carburetor. Bonnevilles were twin carbs, which were supposed to be faster, but the single carbs ran better. Didn't have to keep tuning them. Ah, look at that. '72. Yeah, this one shipped back from Thailand.
Let me text her. They get done. In fact,
Man. I don't care. If you want.
It's up to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 1960. Yeah. Rode Harleys. A lot of stuff up there I missed, babe. Look up there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Old radios.
Yep.
Well, Kathy got a little impatient with me, spouting off about reminiscing about the good old days. Right, babe?
I wasn't impatient, was I?
You had to drag me out of there.
Bored, but
Bored. What a sleepy little town, Marquette, Kansas. All right. Well, it wasn't real big, didn't take a lot of time, but it was interesting.
yeah.
Kannapolis State Park. Several campgrounds here. We're staying at the Sumac. There's Mulberry.
It's a dump.
It's a dump.
Well, not a total dump, but
We got a nice spot though, full hookups.
that's the only thing nice
Lots of people
about it.
go. Yeah.
Please drive.
Not a bad spot back here, but